Hello class, today we are going to be solving an interesting question. You see, and it has to do with trigonometry in nature. Said if tan alpha is 21 over 20, find the value of what? Sec alpha minus cosec alpha all over sec alpha plus what? Cosec alpha. You see, we are not somehow used to sec, we are used to sine, cosine and tan. Okay, but let's give it a trial and see. Solution. You see, that's it. So from trigonometric identities, we know that 1 plus tan square alpha is equals to what? Sec square alpha, since we are dealing in terms of the angle which is alpha given. And we also know that cosec square alpha is equals to 1 plus what? Cot square alpha. And also cot alpha is equals to 1 all over what? Tan alpha. These are known identities, trigonometric identities, that we are going to use here. So from what is given from the question, so let's try and get what is sec alpha, what is cosec alpha, before we can even input it here and see what we can get. So from here, sec square alpha, which is equals to what? 1 plus what? Tan square alpha. So let's try and make this the subject. So sec alpha is going to be what? Square root of 1 plus what? Tan square alpha. So in that case, we can say our what? Sec alpha is square root of 1 plus, and then our tan alpha is what? Tan alpha from the question is what? 21 all over 20. So we now have what? 21 over 20, and they said it's square. So we have square root of 1 plus, so our 21 square is going to give us 441. 20 square is what? 400. So let's look for the LCM. The LCM here is going to give us 400. 1 in 400 is 400 times 1 is 400, plus 400 into 400 is 1 times 441. We have 441. So we now have sec alpha is what? Square root of what? 400 plus 441 to give us 841 all over what? 400. So the square root of 841 to give us 29, and the square root of what? 400 is what? Is 20. So our value of what? Sec alpha is what? 29 all over 20. So let's also go to sec square alpha. So cosec square alpha, we said is what? 1 plus cot square alpha, and 1 plus cot square alpha is what? 1 all over what? Tan square alpha, since cot alpha is 1 over tan from our what? From our identities. So we can now say our cosec alpha is going to be what? Square root. It means when we take the square root of this, both sides, these two will go. We have what? 1 plus 1 all over what? Tan square alpha. You get it? So which now transform to 1 plus 1 all over, and our tan alpha is what? 21 all over 20, which is square. So we now have our what? Cosec alpha is square root of, so we have 1 plus, so this 21 is 441 all over what? 400. 21 square is 441, and we have 400, so this can be 1 plus, since it's a reciprocal, 400 will go up, and what we have 441 down, just like the other one. Let's try and get the LCM also. By getting the LCM, we now have LCM of this is going to give us what? 441 is going to give us 441. So 1 into 441 is 441 times 1, we have 441 plus 441 into this is 1 times 400, we have what? 400. So our cosec alpha is this, so our cosec alpha is now going to be 841 all over 441, and all in what? In square root. So the square root of 841 is going to give us what? 29, and the square root of 441, the square root of 441 is going to give us what? Is going to give us 21. So in that case, we now have the value of what? Sec alpha to be 29 over 20, and what? Cosec alpha to be 29 over 21. So therefore the value of what? Sec alpha minus cosec alpha all over sec alpha plus cosec alpha can be equal to, it can be equal to what? It can be equal to 29 over 20 minus 29 all over 21. You see this all over 29 over 20 plus what? 29 over 21. You get it? So let's try and get the LCM of this. The LCM of 20 and 21, you see, we are going to multiply both sides, which is the easiest. We are going to have 420. 20 into 420 is 21. 21 times 29, we are going to have 609 minus 21 into 420 is 20. 20 times 29, we are going to have 580, and the LCM of this also is going to give us 420. So 20 into this is 21 times this, we are also going to have 609, but in this case it's going to be plus 580 in 21 into 420 is 20 times 29, we are going to have 580. So when you 609 minus 580 is going to give you 29 over what? 420. This can be division. You see, this thing can be division. Then 609 plus 580, it can be 1189 all over what? All over 420. So in that case, we can now say we have this division can be transformed into times. We have 29 all over 420 times 420 all over 1189. 420 here 1, 420 here 1. So 29 here 1 all over what? If you 118 9, it will give us 41. So our value, which is the answer we are looking for, is going to be what? 1, which is 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 41, we have what? 41. So this is going to be our final answer.